Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Guys, for this video, I'm gonna show you my process of how I clean and lubricate my AR-15s, my AR-10s, and some other cool features. Always make sure your gun is empty, guys. Check it. Better to be safe than sorry. I cleaned this yesterday, so I know it's clean, but I figured I'd give you guys a breakdown on how I clean my guns, my AR-15. Guys, if you haven't found yet, these are the 50 round Torque Mag magazines, guys. They're excellent magazines. That's Torque Mag. I ordered about 4 or 5 of these, and I ran them not too long ago, and they ran excellent magazine. I had the drum too, but this is a lot better than the drum. Or now I found that ATI, these are the 60 round quad stacks with the glass window in them, like I have in my AK over there. And I found some of these, and these are, I think they're $27 or $29 each, guys. That's a great deal. It's actually, I think these are 25 bucks a piece if I'm not mistaken, these Torque Mags. But these ones here, these ATI Schmeiser magazines, guys, they're excellent. And I just ordered a couple for my AR-15. I haven't got them yet, but if you guys are interested in it, if you don't like the drum, or like I said, there's 2 options available. I mean, great options of magazines. Like I said, this is the Torque Mag with the dual springs. I got a review on my channel about that one. And same with this ATI 60 round mag. They're excellent because you could put the mag in your rifle and have your rifle, it'll hold your rifle up. You know what I mean? They're pretty cool. And then to take your takedown pins, which are right here and right here on your AR-15. Most of the time you could just push them out and they'll pop right out. But if not, all you gotta do is take one of the 223 5.56 bullets, and it's perfect right there to push the pins right out. So you don't even need no tools, guys. This 5.56 or 223 is perfect. You won't scratch your gun. You won't nothing. I had a couple guys ask me about this bipod on here. Guys, this is a Magpul bipod. They're excellent. You can see how it lets the gun sit up, especially for target shooting. They extend. So if you got a drum or big magazine in there, you can still extend it however high you want it. And they mount on a little Picatinny rail that's right underneath your M-Lok right here. Right here. Very easy to install. Two screws right there, guys. You can move it around. You can lock it. You can do whatever you want with it. It's a great bipod. I don't like the ones that got the springs on them and stuff. They look cheap and corny. I just don't like them. These are excellent though. And then, like I said, there's push buttons here where they just locked. This 223 has the stainless steel barrel on there with a nice muzzle brake on it, a nice scope. But I'm going to show you how I clean and lubricate mine. So you get the take pins out, and basically the gun just breaks right in 2 pieces, guys. Just like that. The lower separates from the top. Now you got 2 pieces, just like that. We'll set the lower to the side for right now. And then because this is a stainless steel barrel, every now and then I'll remove the M-Lok on here and make sure there's no rust coming along on my stainless steel barrel here. And really what that is, it's 4 screws right here, and then there's 2 tiny ones right here at the bottom. You take them out and just wiggle to the left and right, and the whole M-Lok comes right off, guys. And that lets you have access to your stainless steel barrel or your gas tube up here that runs along the top of your barrel. Very easy to come off and clean. Like I said, I had it off the other day and cleaned it, so it's pretty clean. But I was going to take it off just to show guys how easy it is to take on and off. So They're all Allen head screws on there to take it off. It's fairly simple, but you know, if you're outside and you know, you get a little bit of raindrops or whatever, water gets onto your barrel. I'm one of those guys. I take care of all my stuff. I've always have. I mean, I pay a lot of money for everything that I have, so I take extra good care of everything that I got. Plus, you know, it's good to keep your weapon of choice clean and lubricated good. That way, when you want to use it, it works for you. You don't get no problems with it because you got a dirty gun or you got a bunch of carbon buildup in there. It's very simple. Just like I said, you unscrew those four Allen head screws. And guys, if you don't have one of these little magnetic trays here, get one. That's the best thing to use. A little 4-inch magnetic tray from Harbor Freight or wherever to put your screws in or whatever. You'll never lose your screws if you have one of those. But I want to show you guys how to take off the M-Lok and clean your barrel. Like I said, especially if you're out shooting it and it gets wet a little bit from raindrops or whatever. I don't want mine to get rusty. If you got your scope mount on the second half of this rail here, the M-Lok right here, this scope mount rests on the first set of this right here, but this right here is 2 pieces. So if you had a scope mount right here, you'd have to take it off. I have that in the AR-10, so I couldn't take it off to show you that stainless steel barrel. That's going to require a little bit more work to get it off. I got it sighted in, so I really don't want to mess with it, but I know it's clean and it hasn't gotten to no water or anything, so I'll just leave it as is. But that would come off the same way as this one comes off, guys. A couple little screws and that's it. The 4 top Allen head screws, you have to take them completely all the way off, all of them. But these other 2 little ones on the bottom here, you don't have to, them ones don't have to be removed all the way. Just back them out a little bit and that's it. And that M-Lok should slide right off. No problems with it. Okay, so that's it. This should be nice and loose. And like I said, you just wiggle it left and right a little bit and pull up. And the whole M-Lok comes right off. Just like that. Now you're left with just the M-Lok. Very easy to come off. Like I said, now you could look at your gas tube here and your barrel. And as you can see, you know, mine's nice and clean. I keep it nice and well oiled up and clean. Make sure there's no rust. Plus, you get to inspect everything too. You get to inspect your gas tube and make sure everything is good. You know, no carbon buildup, no nothing. It stays nice and clean. Like I said, we spent a lot of money on these toys, so I like to keep mine nice and clean. And then to put it back on, you do the same thing. Just like that, and it's back on. And then to remove your bolt and stuff, you just pull your charging handle back and the bolt comes right out. Just like that. And then your charging handle comes out. It's got a little indent inside here where these 2 little prongs, see there on the left and right side? You have to seat it inside there when you put it back on so it goes in very nice. Once you have that out, you can take a look at your bolt carrier group and inspect anything, remove any carbon that's on there. Like I said, I just clean mine up so you can see it's nice and oiled, especially right here where it rubs against the hammer. You know, a little bit of wear. I make sure I got it cleaned up. And then if you want to remove the actual bolt, get you a little hook. Pull this little cotter key out right here. and that's it. The little cotter pin there. And then you turn this cam right here, this little knob, you could turn it and it allow you to, you can take it out and let me see, it's slippery because of oil. You could lift up on it and pull it out of there. It's hard to grab a hold of if you got big fingers, but it pops right up straight, and then you could pull the bolt right out of there, just like that. And then you could take your bolt out, and then the firing pin fell out, but normally once you do that, you move that cotter pin out of there, and the firing pin comes right out, just like that, guys. Like I said, you will get, if you shoot your gun a lot, you'll get a lot of carbon buildup right around in here and stuff. So you want to clean it out really, really good. Keep it nice and oiled. Guys, guns love oil, so don't ever think that it's too much. You can see this is all nice and oiled up, very good, because like I said, I just did it. And then when you come to reassemble it, it's just, you do the reverse process, the same thing. You push your bolt back in. You got to line up the hole in the inside here. If this pin doesn't go in, rotate it, 360 to the other pin. It'll go inside of it. Guys, I got this awesome little tools I want to share with you. I got these tools from Harbor Freight, guys. They're like $5 or $6, but if you got big hands and hard to reach places, they got these tweezers that you can buy for like $5 or $6. I think it's a 6 or 7 pack. Guys, you will love them. They're excellent. It's an excellent tool for cleaning your guns, or if you're just gunsmithing. I'm no gunsmith expert, but I like to take things apart and look at everything, make sure everything's nice and clean and functioning properly the way it's supposed to be. And you get an assortment of different size tweezers and stuff that are really, really great, especially for doing tinkering like this. Also, they got a couple of nice pick sets and punch sets that you can get that are very cheap at Harbor Freight, $5 or $6. Like, people call them dental picks, but these are just little nice picks with all different types of angles to pull cotter pins out or do whatever it is you need to do, guys. They come in handy and they're very cheap. It's a really good investment. And then you can get this. They got like a 8 or 9 piece punch set too, that you can buy, all different size punches that are very cheap as well. So about $20, guys, you can get almost every size that you would need to work on any platform, whether it's an AK or AR-15. Everything's right there for you. So once you get your bolt in there and you get that cam pin back inside of it, you put it back together. Be sure to turn that around because the bolt shouldn't fall out now once you got it in correctly. Then you can go ahead and put your firing pin back in. You just make sure you clean it up really nice, your firing pin. Clean it up really good. And then just drop it right back inside. Just like that. There's a little hole right here where the cotter pin goes. You can see if anything's out. See, it's got to be nice right there. See how it's all the way through? There's no obstruction from the firing pin or anything. No, I just had it. Right there. You can see all the way through it. So that's how you want it to be when you put your pin back in there. Your little pin goes right back inside of there. The same way you took it out. I believe that holds the firing pin inside so it doesn't fall out. It shouldn't be a lot of force to push it in. It should pull out. It should go inside the same way, easy as it did when you took it out of there. Very simple. Every now and then you get. I know that guys were having problems with them because these legs were spread open. But if you push in and push down on one that's the leg is open, it'll go right back inside. So you put the cotter pin in and you push down and push in, and it'll go back inside for you, just like that. And then you clean up your bolt with any carbon. I use Hops number 9. It's like my cologne. I love the smell of it. It's a gun bore cleaner. They have a cleaner and oil in one, but I use that to clean my barrel and everything. And then I just use some regular Hops gun oil on everything when I'm done, and a couple nice rags. The lower frame, there's really not too much in there. It doesn't really get too much dirty, but it's good to get inside there and inspect your trigger and everything. Make sure everything's working properly. You know, make sure nothing's no cracks or no dirt in there. As you can see, it's very, very clean considering how much I've shot this thing. And then if you want to release the tube and the spring, there's a little button here that you indent. I don't usually take this apart too much, but once in a while, if you want to take it out to clean it, you push that little button there, and it comes out along with the spring. But your hammer's got to be down though, or maybe no. Hold on, no, I had it right the first time. Yeah, you just take it out. And you can see if there's any, it's spotless. There's nothing on there. Even the spring, everything looks good. That's once every maybe 2,000-3,000 rounds, guys. If you wanted to do that, it's not necessary. Like I said, I do it just because I like to check to make sure that everything is functioning properly. And then you just put it back in the same way you took it out. And like I said, there's a little button right here, indent right there. A little indent right there that you just push down and it pops right out, guys. Like I said, you can see the inside, the trigger and everything is very nice and clean. Everything's nice and clean. And if you don't have a good gun cleaning kit, guys, it's a good investment to get one. This is a 62-piece universal gun cleaning kit I got at Walmart for like $30. This will allow you to clean rifles, pistols, shotguns, every caliber, guys. I mean, it's got the rods, the brushes, mops, fittings, everything. And there's a little diagram for you. But everything you need for long barrel, short barrel, whatever, it's in that cleaning kit. And it's good to have, especially if you have a lot of firearms, to keep your guns nice and clean. But I had a guy ask me on a previous video about my AR-10 there, about how heavy is it, 9 or 10 pounds. I wasn't sure. I never measured it. But this is the bolt carrier group for the AR-15. This is the nice shiny gas tube on top of the barrel that I showed you would meet with this right here. So when you shoot your AR-15, the gases go down that tube on top of the barrel here, that chrome tube or stainless steel gas tube. So you fire your cartridge, the gas is pushed back when it's connected to here, which pulls the bolt back. It ejects the spent shell casing, and then as it comes back, it puts a new round in the chamber for you. So you can take this off with a couple of screws. I'm not going to take mine off right now. There's no need to. It's nice and clean. But if you want to, that's how you would do. Also, I forgot to mention the extractor pin here on your bolt right here. It's got another little pin in here to pop out right there. There's a little pin right there, so that would be the tiniest punch that came in that set that I was telling you about for like $6 or $7 to punch it right out. And you can remove the extractor and everything. That's something to do, like I said too, every couple thousand rounds, just to make sure that there's no carbon buildup or anything in there. Because again, you want your gun to perform to the best of its ability, right? So you got to keep them nice and clean and free of carbon and stuff. And if you have trouble getting the pin in one way, like I said, turn it around. There's another hole there You got, see, there's a hole there and a hole here. So if you can't get in one, rotate the bolt around. It'll fit inside one. But I mainly wanted to take it apart because I wanted to show you guys the difference between the bolt carrier group between the AR-10 and the AR-15. It's a humongous difference. It's a huge difference, guys. Put your firing pin back in. Line it up and push your cotter pin back in. But let me show you. Guys, this AR-10 is a monster. It's a beast, big 308. It's, man, I can't even tell you guys how excellent, what a monster of a gun this thing is. It's a beast, guys. You guys that have them, you know what I'm talking about. Again, the takedown pins, I got extended takedown pins on this one, but you can see the extended takedown pins right there. They're both right there. But I wanted to show you guys the bolt carrier group, the difference in size. It's unbelievable. So that's the bolt carrier group of the AR-10, guys. Here's the grooves here for your forward assist. But I mean, look at the difference. Let me see if I can get this a better angle. Look at the difference in the bolt carrier groups. I mean, that AR-10 one is just a monster, guys. Again, same thing. You remove the cotter pin here on the side. You pull the bolt out. And I said mine's fairly clean still. Little dirt, but I shot it recently. But nothing that's nothing too big that I need to worry about. But I wanted to show you guys a comparison. Again, the lower receiver, not much to do. You just check, make sure everything is good. No dirt and stuff is inside there, and you're good to go and put it back together. Your barrel, what I like to do is I like to hold it up to a light and look down the bore here all the way through, and you can see dirt and stuff around the barrel if it's dirty or not. Mine's clean, but that's where that cleaning kit comes in, because it comes with all those rags and everything in there that allow you to get down here and clean the barrel out and oil, the inside of the barrel, and oil it and everything, keep everything functioning properly. But that's it. That's how I clean and lubricate mine. There's a million ways to do it. Everybody has their own way and how they do it. And the important thing is that you do it. You know, it doesn't have to be done every time you shoot your gun, but I would recommend doing it at least like every 3,000-4,000 rounds would be kind of be ideal, especially if you do a lot of shooting with it. And then, like I said, to put the M-Lok back on, you just put them on and tighten the screws back down. Very simple to take off. So if you guys are wondering how to remove that M-Lok to make sure that there's no dirt and debris in there, it's not hard to do. Anybody can do it. And it's not something you need to do often either, guys. So that's another thing. And also, I noticed by me doing that on my AR-10, a couple of the screws here were loose on my AR-10 that I didn't even know. It's just something, I never thought about checking, but I'm going to now. So always after shooting, because like I said, there's a lot of power energy that comes out of these barrels. It's a good idea to make sure, just to go back over and make sure, that everything is nice and snug still. Especially if it's your first time shooting it, you got to make sure everything is good with it. You don't want to lose none of those pins, because then, you're going to have problems with accuracy, and it's not going to function for you properly. But other than that, guys, that's about it. Like I said, there's a lot of accessories that you can get for these ARs. A lot of accessories, but the main one is a nice optic, a bipod, and a high capacity magazine, whatever it is that you like, 50, 60, whatever. I have videos on the magazines, like I said, the ATI and the Torque Mag. So I haven't had any issues with any of them, And ever since I got them, that's what I've been using when I go to the woods or go to the range to shoot. I've been using the torque mag until I get the ATI ones for, this is for the AK, but until I get the one for my AR-15, I've been using the torque mag, and they've been working great, guys. 50 rounds, dual springs. They're excellent, excellent magazines. And that's it. Once you get everything put back together, make sure everything's tightened down real good, then you just go ahead and attach the upper to the lower receiver, and that's it, guys. You're done. That's how you clean and lubricate everything. Like I said, guns love oil, so don't ever feel that you got way too much in there. And there's hundreds of different types of oil. I've seen guys put motor oil on their parts just to have it oiled. It's not going to hurt it, guys. So don't be afraid to get some oil on your firearms. And that's it. You line up your pivot pin here, your hole, and put the pin in there. And then you push the other one in there. And that's it, guys. Well, I forgot to put the bolt in there, but but that's all there is to it. It's very simple. Like I said, you take it apart a couple times, you'll be able to do it with your eyes closed, and with your eyes closed, putting it back together. It's that simple. Just remember, there's a notch here that's got to go in here on the bottom. When you put this back inside, there's a little groove there. It can only go in one way. Same thing with the bolt, guys. They can only go in one way. So don't be afraid to take it out and look at your rifle, inspect the parts. You can't put it in wrong. They can only go in one way. So, and once you do that, you'll be all good. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe for more content. And please be kind to one another. And God bless America. Have a great day, everybody.